Assalamu alaikum dear brothers and sisters. My today's video is how can Dan Gibson reject these realities? The Kaaba is standing there in Mecca. The people of the whole world of all times know it for certain. Nobody ever challenged it. How and why does Dan Gibson challenge this truth? He has forwarded no palpable reason for his stance. His claim that Ibn Zubayr thieved the Kaaba from Petra to Mecca is unfounded. No historian in no history book ever said such a rotten thing. He falsely claimed to find it in the history of At-Tabari. Tabari's history bears no such thing. Furthermore, the Kaaba was standing there in Mecca even when Tabari was not born. How can anybody believe in Dan's claim? Trees and grass are there in and around Mecca city. Fruits are available in Mecca city coming just from beyond the city. Mecca is a province of Saudi Arabia that includes both Jeddah and Taif, which produce many kinds of fruits and vegetables in abundance. Why then Dan Gibson claim that Mecca's people saw no fruits, no trees and no grass? Why does he claim that Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not from Mecca, as the names of some fruits are mentioned in the Quran? Why does he need the Quran to be written by a man? And why in a city other than Mecca? Is he not hale and hearty? The Sheikh Abu Talib or the belly of Abu Talib in between the Mount Abu Qubais and Mount Khandama are still there in Mecca. Dear viewers, please look at the picture too. Why Dan Gibson is rejecting this truth and speculating to show the belly in Petra? Could anybody transfer those mounts from Petra to Mecca? How? And why? Was there any reason? No. You see the ruins and remnants of Khadija's house. Is it still there in Mecca in the valley of Abu Talib? Please see the picture 1. A good archaeological site. How can Dan Gibson deny it and say that Mecca is devoid of any archaeological records? Could anybody thieve these things from Petra to Mecca? What nonsense are they saying? Safa and Marwa of Mecca are the toughest reality. Safa and Marwa are in Mecca. How can anybody prove the scenario otherwise? Why is Dan Gibson challenging them? His cause that those are too small is nonsensical, because their size is not the matter of consideration. If not, they are needed to be small for the sake of Hazrat Hajara radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Who told him that Safa and Marwa need to be higher? Nobody. How could Hajara climb up those hills 7 times if they were not so small? She needed only some height to stand on and look around in search of water. Safa and Marwa of Mecca serve that purpose best. No such hills of optimum size are there in Petra. How can Dan Gibson reject this reality?